You know, LP, it's going to be on the, the 31st. That's Halloween Eve, when Bob Hope is going to be in town.
And you get to introduce him.
Yeah, I've got to sweat and strain and come up with some kind of an introduction for a man who has become not only a legend, but a national institution. Bob Hope, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Sound great. You're in New York today, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm here in New York. I'm here to do that show tonight at the Radio City Music Hall.
They always joke about how much traveling you do, but there's a reason for it. Tonight you're being presented a special award. Barbara Walters, is she the one that's going to present it?
She's presenting the Life Magazine Legend Award tonight, Joe.
Okay, and you're one of a number of people that are getting this award.
Yeah, they got a nice group here.
Who are some of the other folks? Do you know offhand?
Well, they're picking up, there's Sophia Loren and Elizabeth Taylor and Helen Hayes and Muhammad Ali and John Glenn and representatives from Winston Churchill.
Wow, that's some pretty...
and about 12 legends that they're giving out.
Pretty good company, I'd think.
They're legends.
Do you get to the point where you're tired of getting all these awards?
No, I don't actually ever get tired of getting this kind of an award.
You have been presented with more of them.
Flattering, you know?
Yeah, really is. We're looking forward to seeing you. You were in town, I'm guessing, probably 10 years ago or so.
You think it's safe to come back?
I think at this point it might be, yeah.
We'll have a ball. I was in Washington State last Saturday, and we'll have a ball there.
You still maintain this schedule, don't you? This vigorous schedule of traveling all around.
It's just I'm my own boss, and I just do the things I want to do.
Yeah. We talked about your days in school. I've talked to you before, but I'm sure you don't remember because you do so many of these things. But I know you went to school, didn't you, in Bloomington, Indiana?
Right.
See how good my memory is now.
Yeah.
And did the fight game for a while. Now, this goes way back in your career. So you mentioned Muhammad Ali, I believe, getting an award tonight.
I can handle him now, I think.
Both of you could probably just bump into each other, huh?
With a little help from some of my friends.
It's going to be fun having you in town.
Yeah, we'll have a great show there. I understand Debbie Worley's going to be there, too, and she's awful good.
Oh, yeah, I think she's the opening act for you, isn't she?
Yeah, right, that's what I heard.
Yeah. Now that I got you on the line, this is one of those opportunities you'd like to pop a million questions at a guy like you, and immediately the mind goes blank. You had, what was the last motion picture that you made, Bob?
Oh, I did the movie TV with Don Amici last year.
Okay. You still...
I got a couple more coming up.
Yeah, whenever NBC needs some help, of course, they always call on you to come up with a special, don't they?
Well, it's pretty nice. It's my 37th year, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm on my way to Tahiti.
Are you?
To do my February show. Yeah, I'm going to do it from Tahiti with a lot of people. We got Jonathan Winters and Andy Williams and a big group.
Yeah. You started... What was the first big break for you? I guess we talked about it. It was a movie with W.C. Fields, wasn't it?
I was in Chicago.
The first break came in Chicago.
Yeah. That's when I go way back there.
All right.
I'm talking about when I needed food.
I guess I'm thinking of the big broadcast of 1938 where your song came from.
Yeah, thanks for the memory.
Yeah. You going to be doing any singing when you're in town?
Oh, sure.
That's part of your act, isn't it?
Yeah, I do 3 or 4 numbers, and I do a state medley, which I think you'll enjoy.
Yeah. How many times do you get a chance to talk to somebody that introduced one of the all-time great Christmas songs? From the Lemon Drop Kid, you did Silver Bells.
Silver Bells. I do it every Christmas.
Yeah. LP, did you have a question you wanted to pop?
Morning, Bob. It's 63 degrees here. Is that golf weather for you? You plan on playing any golf while you're here?
This is our newsman. You'll have to excuse him. He just wanted to pop in and ask you that question.
Well, I'm interested because I know when I was down at SIU Edwardsville when Bob came through a few years ago, and he played a few rounds of golf down there, and I'm just wondering if he intends to do it here.
Well, if the weather looks up, we'll do it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the last time you came to town, you came in late at night, and you went to a place that's no longer in town, but you went to a place, and I believe danced, because you got here the night ahead of time. It was a place called Fanny's Trolley. Does that ring a bell?
No.
It doesn't for many of the locals either.
A few hundred places.
I would think so. I'll tell you something I saw recently that was written up in our local paper, and that was that one of the people that takes walks with you, I guess when you're back home, is from Bloomington. He's a Bloomington native. And I can't think of his name now, but he's kind of like a personal bodyguard or whatever for you.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You know his name, but I don't.
I play golf with so many people.
Yeah, you can't keep track of it all either then, huh?
And also I play with Jerry Ford, which is my most dangerous assignment.
You have played golf probably with more presidents than almost anybody, haven't you?
Yeah, I played with 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, that...
5 of them.
The association with presidents is a unique one for you, I guess. 5 presidents?
Yeah. Johnson and Kennedy, Nixon, Eisenhower, and Ford.
Doesn't make any difference if they were Republicans or Democrats. You played golf with them.
They always invited me because I did those White House correspondence dinners in Washington. So I got to know them, and they were all pretty good guys, too.
Yeah. This is incredible. The amount of mail a person like you gets must just be incredible because you've entertained so many servicemen over the years. And you talk about Christmas shows going out. You've been home for the last couple of Christmases, thank God, right?
Hmm?
You've been able to stay home for the last few Christmases. We haven't had any major conflict.
That's right. Since Beirut, 84, I was in Beirut, and that was the last one. I hope we don't have to go again.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Nicaragua.
Is there any particular reason why Bob Hope, above and beyond all the other entertainers, I don't know if you organized these or how did those things start in the first place, Bob?
Well, we got hooked on it in 1941, and then the war started in 41 December. We declared war on Japan, and then it became dramatic. And we did it for 5 years and got hooked on it. And it was gratifying. The whole thing was so gratifying when you're playing with those troops, kids overseas and everything. It got to be a regular thing, and it got under our skin and in our blood and everything else. And we just continued doing it. And then we quit after the World War II, and then we started with the Berlin Airlift. Stuart Symington was their secretary, invited us to Berlin Airlift, and then we went back to Alaska, and then the Korean War started, and then the Vietnam thing. So we got hooked on it.
Yeah.
And it's the most emotional part of my life.
Well, it has to be rewarding for you to think about that. Although you're not the kind of guy that really lives for the past. You don't really think about the past too much, do you?
Liz, what?
You're always concerned about the future and the present, aren't you?
You have to do it.
Got to keep looking ahead.
You have to do it. You know, that's what I make sure in my shows that I never reminisce or say, then I wrote or then we did. Because it's better to look forward. That's what the people want to hear about, what's on the front pages today.
Yeah. Bob, how are you received? And I don't know how often you get to go back to England, but I know you were born in England, weren't you?
That's right.
Leslie Townshope.
Right.
And you were one of a number of brothers, as I recall.
Right.
How are you received when you go back to England? Are you as welcomed as warmly as you are wherever you go here in this?
Oh, yeah, they're beautiful people. Yeah, because my shows went over there during the war, my Pepsodent shows, and they were on the air all the time over there every week, and it was great. They decorated me over there.
Yeah. Is there any place you can go in the world where people don't recognize you?
Well, not very hardly. In China, they didn't recognize me, or Russia. I've been to Russia twice, and I've been to China once, and they don't recognize me because they don't show the pictures over there.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny. The Bing Crosby, Bob Hope Road pictures are probably still shown all over the world.
Everywhere else, they recognize you.
Yeah. We're going to look forward to you coming here to Bloomington Normal. While I'm on that business of recognition, you ever get tired of people coming up to you? Can you go anywhere without people just hounding you?
Not hardly. Not hardly. I've been on, I've had so much exposure, like you're talking about, pictures and television, and little kids point at me. They don't, in the airports. They point at me and say, oh. They don't know what the hell, they don't know what my name is or anything else. They know my face.
But they do know your face. Yeah. How do you handle that? I mean, do you ever have to just sort of walk away and say thanks, but I don't have time to talk to you right now?
In airports, you don't stop. You say, I got to catch my plane. Thank you. I'll get you later, so-and-so.
Yeah.
I try to be, you try to do things for people, but when you can't stop at an airport, you get killed.
Yeah. Well, you want to be nice, and yet you don't want to spend all your time just being stuck in one particular spot, and yet you don't want to create the impression, well, gee, the guy's really not very friendly. He just sort of walks away.
Yeah, well, you got to do it.
Yeah. Bob, it's a pleasure to talk to you, and I guess for sure I'll see you Halloween night.
Yeah.
That ought to be a fun evening.
Great time.
You do work all the holidays. You work Christmas?
Phyllis Diller's birthday.
I was going to say you work all the holidays, Christmas and
Right.
Halloween, Thanksgiving. We'll look forward to you. I don't know if there are any tickets left or not. I'll tell you, when they found out that Bob Hope was going to be in town, tickets started going like
You tell them about it.
like hotcakes. Well, we are right now. But I think if you still call the ISU Bone Student Center box office, they can at least tell you if there are some tickets available. I'm sure it's going to be a packed house that night, and we're looking forward to seeing you and having a wonderful evening with you.
Well, thank you.
Bob Hope coming to town on Halloween.
If you've been holding out for the best carpet savings, mark your calendar for this. Bigelow's sale time is going on now at Goods Fashion Carpet with big bargains on DuPont Antron nylon carpet. You'll find a full range of colors to match any mood and decor, and save up to 50% on Bigelow, America's finest carpet, all with built-in durability of Easy Care DuPont Antron nylon. Stop by Goods Fashion Carpet today and save. 820 El Dorado, Bloomington. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 8, Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, noon to 5.
Elizabeth Ives cordially invites you to a birthday party for her nephew, Adlai Stevenson III, candidate for governor of Illinois. Plan to attend the celebration this Saturday afternoon from 3 till 5 under the tent at 1316 East Washington Street. Enjoy birthday cake and talk with former Senator Stevenson, who will be visiting the Scott House in Chenoa after the party. That's this Saturday afternoon from 3 till 5 at 1316 East Washington Street in Bloomington. Paid for by Friends of Stevenson.
Don't look now, but fall's just over your shoulder, and that means it's time to start thinking about those inside painting jobs. Well, Hunman Lumber Mart is having a fall factory sale on the quality Glidden paints you need at special low prices. Famous Glidden Spread Satin Latex Wall Paint only $9.99 a gallon. Color Match Glidden Spread Latex Semi-Gloss Enamel for only $12.99. And Hunman's has all the paint accessories you'll need to help you complete your interior paint project. Great paint, great savings right now at Hunman Lumber Mart in Bloomington.
Thanks for the memory. 9:30 in front of noon. Let's check in with Extension Advisor Margaret Esposito, because she has a consumer update for us.
In the futuristic fantasies of a number of science fiction writers and movie producers, the human race will someday be able to get along fine without broccoli or apple pie, because pills will replace food and we'll all live happily ever after. However, today's scientific advances have not brought us even close to that point, and I'm not sure I want to get there yet. Even though many, particularly those with health problems and the elderly, sometimes overuse vitamins and mineral pills and other nutrition supplements, it's very good to note that there's more to good, sound nutrition than just those pill poppings. Growing older does not mean that you need more nutrients than you get from a varied diet. Remember that. Active, healthy people with good food habits do not need supplements such as vitamin and mineral pills. And the other good food tastes so good. A doctor or a dietitian may prescribe a supplement for those who need or may need one because of special medical problems or medications. These problems are more likely to occur in older persons, but the majority of senior citizens should be able to meet their nutrient requirements by eating simply a good diet and enjoying it. Some people who do not eat well mistakenly think they can substitute pills for a good diet. But pills do not provide all the nutrients found in foods. Also, foods containing materials like fiber, which are important to the health, are an underscored part. And there are probably health-promoting materials in foods that we do not even know about yet, that we have not isolated, so there's no need to think about pills as being the answer. Pills cannot replace food as yet. That's only in the writer's imagination. The Extension Office has information on dietary needs and menus to help in meeting those needs. So simply call 663-8306. We'd be happy to help you with the kind of sound information that simply good food preparation and eating will give you. I'm your Extension Advisor, Margaret Esposito.
7 minutes in front of noon. We're almost out of time. Zen Riggs is on the line from ISU. Good morning, Zen.
Good morning.
That really caught me off guard that I'd be talking with Bob Hope all of a sudden.
I bet.
But,
well, I knew it was coming, and I didn't know it was coming that fast, but it, when you get someone that busy,
yeah, well, he's in New York. He's going to be presented this award, and I think it's going to be seen on TV. It'll be on after he's here, November 16th, I think he said.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
How are the ticket situations holding up?
As you said, ticket sales have been going well. We do still have a couple hundred seats They are in the rear of the balcony, but you know, as we like to point out, when you talk about the rear of the balcony in Braden, you're talking about the same distance from the stage as you would be in the mid-price seats over at Assembly Hall or some of the other bigger arenas. So they are excellent seats.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple hundred there. We also have some scattered single seats. So if you want to sit closer and you don't mind being separated, then we have some of those left also.
Okay. Just call the box office. It opens. Is it open now?
It's open now. Opens at 8:30 now. We have extended hours.
What's that number? 438
5444.
5444. They can give you information or stop by the box office. But yeah, it's still almost a month away, isn't it? Oh, not quite a month away. We're almost halfway through the month.
Right.
So
pretty soon.
I wouldn't wait a whole lot longer if I were going to get tickets.
No, we're still selling them fast, but we still have a couple hundred left.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
Certainly, thank you.
All right. Zen Riggs at ISU. That does it for me. I'm Ken Behrens. I'll see you around here tomorrow morning. How about it? 9:05.